Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we got this from Hidizs, if I'm saying that right. And this is the MS1 Galaxy. Remember, there was an MS1 Rainbow, and there might have been an MS1 before that. I don't remember. This one is the Galaxy, and it's kind of got this cool... Comes in a bunch of different colors, too, by the way. But it's got this cool holographic pattern on the back of it. And looking at the specs on here... You have a 10mm dual magnetic circuit. It's a PU peak composite polymer diaphragm, 20 to 40 kilohertz. Silver-plated copper wire, 108 decibels, 32 ohms, so it will benefit from a dongle. And you get the unit, 3 pairs of tips, the user manual, warranty card, and 3.5mm 2-pin connector. So I'm going to put that off to the side. Nice box, nice packaging, a little bit bigger than like something that KZ or something has. Put that right off to the side there. I'm going to look at the cable. Cable-wise, really nice kind of stock cable. It's not the thickest cable in the world. It's got a nice rubberized feel to it. It's got a great kind of textured look to it as well with 2 tones. Nice splitter, and we get that nice L-shaped at the back, which I absolutely love L-shaped for using on mobile devices. And then we look at the unit itself. As you can see, that nice holographic shine. I got the kind of smoked one. I think there's a silver, a smoke, a blue, and a red. Honestly, I would have liked the blue and the red, but I love colors. I don't care what color it is. For some reason, I've just gotten into the colors now. Like, you send me a pink one, and I'm going to love it. So when you're looking at it, it's an all-resin shell. You can see your driver right there. It's got nice tips. Even the this here is metal, so that's also really, really nice. That gives it kind of an extra, even more premium look. I mean, they look and feel much more than what they cost. The hook's nice. Comfort-wise, it's got that standard guitar kind of pick-shaped. And plus it's all resin, like really good rounded resin. Comfort-wise, it's definitely a 10 out of 10 for comfort. Being all plastic except for the nozzle, the isolation is good. I didn't hear any noise, so I'm going to just say that it was good on it. It did a good job, and there's no open vents or anything, so it should block almost everything out. Got some writing right there. Sound-wise... Okay, comfort-wise, isolation, build quality is good. There's nothing wrong with having an all-resin. Some people like resin, some people like metal. If you live in a colder environment, you're probably going to want resin because you don't want that, like, just cold of... Yeah, if you've ever stuck an all-metal IM in your ear, you'll know about it on a cold winter day, especially if it gets stuck. I like the look, I must say. I would have probably liked... blue or red, maybe even red better. I just like to get different colors once in a while, but I got this is what was available, and it looks fantastic. It's got that cool kind of look, looks really good in certain lights. Other lights, if it's darker, you may not notice it, although, I don't know, I think it's just shining and good. So look-wise, I'm a fan. I like the look. Comfort-wise, like I said, it's good. Isolation, good. Let's get into the sound. Accessories were decent. Sound-wise. Now these have a fun sound. There is robust bass, and that'll be a little bit more robust if you're just running it off of a unit instead of pumping power into it. So you got a nice kind of robust kind of bass with a deep bass line, which goes over into the mids, and that gives the mids some warmth and thickness. Definitely the mids are full-bodied. You have some really nice bass presence there. It isn't the slowest of the bass either. It has a nice speed to the bass, even though it's deep. Particularly, I think that sub bass is a little bit more prominent, but it is just by a hair. I think mid and sub bass are just right on there with it. I just think that the power of the sub bass may seem like the mid bass is being overpowered, but it isn't. You get into, like I said, the mids. They're thick. They have a nice kind of lush richness to them. They definitely have a good body to them overall. Moving on into the treble. The treble has some nice sparkle to it. It may not be the most natural sounding of the trebles out, but it definitely has some really nice sparkle and air to it. I think that it just hovers at like just a perfect cutoff period, so it doesn't overextend itself. It's not like super harsh with anything. So that I like. I mean, treble sensitive people are going to like that as well. You get enough detail there overall throughout the frequencies. There's separation details, just some little micro details, if you will, as well. And then you move on to soundstage. Now, soundstage is decent. It is probably average, but it does have, a decent amount of accurate kind of portrayal of space. It definitely has positioning good, and overall it just does a decent job. I mean, it's not going to wow a lot of people that are like really into the super wide sound stages, but overall it does a decent job with that. So I can't fault it for that. So anyway, this is an excellent kind of fun sounding, rich sounding, warm kind of just thick note. I am not as much as the JoJo. By all means, it is much more controlled than compared to like the JoJo, but it still is just super enjoyable and fun. And it has some smoothness in there. Even though there is detail, there is a nice smoothness overall when you're crossing over from the bass into the mids. So I would definitely say this would be on a lot of people's list. It definitely is kind of that Harman kind of tuning with just, more bass enhancement, and just overall very nice. This has been the Hidizs MS1 Galaxy. This is the latest version of the MS1. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I will see you in the next video.